Hi there, welcome back. Shivprasad here. In this video, we are going to see how to evaluate integrals of the form integral a linear by quadratic and integral a linear by square root of a quadratic and integral a linear into square root of a quadratic. We are going to see how to evaluate integrals of this type. Now, to evaluate integrals of this type, you should have knowledge of how to evaluate integral 1 by a quadratic, integral 1 by square root of a quadratic and integral square root of a quadratic. We have already seen them. So, I am going to tell you how to evaluate these integrals, and in between wherever I come across a situation of evaluating these three integrals, there I will leave the problem for you. I hope you understood what I am trying to say. So before you go for evaluating integrals of those types, you should be good at evaluating integrals of this type. Okay? Now let us see this first type, how to evaluate an integral of that type. So it is linear by a quadratic. Integral, say I have 2x minus 3 by 3x square plus 4x plus 1 is there dx. Now how to evaluate this integral? Now what we do is, as it is linear by quadratic, we are going to write the linear, that is 2x minus 3 here, as some constant into derivative of the quadratic. Linear, we are going to write some constant into derivative of the quadratic plus some other constant. Like that we are going to write. So it is lambda into the derivative of the quadratic, that is 6x plus 4 plus some constant, say mu. Okay. So as these two are polynomials on both the sides, in between you have equality. You can compare the corresponding coefficients. So you have 2 is equal to 6 lambda, and comparing the constants, I have minus 3 is equal to 4 lambda plus mu. So you can see that I am getting lambda is equal to 1 by 3, and using that fact here, I have mu is equal to minus 3 minus 4 by 3. So I am getting this as minus 13 by 3. Okay. So now this integral, say if I call the integral as I can write the integral as I is equal to, now you can see that numerator 2x minus 3, I can write it as lambda into 2x minus 3, lambda into this. So lambda into 6x plus 4 plus mu, I got it as minus 13 by 3 whole by the quadratic, whatever we have, 3x square plus 4x plus 1 dx. And now what I do is, I am going to write separate denominators. So it will be 1 by 3 into integral 6x plus 4 by 3x square plus 4x plus 1 dx minus 13 by 3 into integral 1 by 3x square plus 4x plus 1 dx. Now I want you to observe that this first part, it is like f of x whole dash into f dash of f dash of x by f of x. We know that integral f dash of x by f of x is nothing but log mod of f of x. I am talking about this formula. We have integral f dash of x by f of x dx is nothing but log mod f of x plus c. So using this formula, I can write it as log mod 3x square plus 4x plus 1 minus 13 by 3 into this part, you know how to evaluate. We complete the square there, and then we are going to see it as 1 by x square plus a square r, x square minus a square r, a square minus x square, depending on the situation. So I leave it there. Now let us see how to evaluate linear by square root of a quadratic. Which one we saw just now? We saw linear by quadratic. That is what we have seen. Now we are going to see how to evaluate linear by square root of a quadratic. To make the things easy, let us take the same example. I am just going to put a square root there in the denominator. So it is integral 2x minus 3 by square root of 3x square plus 4x plus 1 dx. Okay, now once again, to evaluate this, I am going to write numerator as some constant into derivative of the quadratic plus some other constant. So it is again going to be the same step. So again you are going to have lambda and mu as the same things, 1 by 3 and minus 13 by 3. So I can write the numerator as integral 1 by 3 into 6x plus 4 minus 13 by 3. That's what we got. 1 by 3 into 6x plus 4 minus 13 by 3 numerator. And in the denominator we have square root of 3x square plus 4x plus 1 dx. So that is what we got there. And now the way I have written earlier, I am going to write separate denominators. One for this, one for this. So when I write separate denominators, I am going to have it as 1 by 3 into integral 6x plus 4 by square root of 3x square plus 4x plus 1 dx minus 13 by 3 into integral 1 by square root of 3x square plus 4x plus 1 dx. Okay, you see this part you already know. It is nothing but 1 by square root of quadratic. So I leave that part for you. Now this one, this also actually you know. I want you to observe that the first part I can see it as 3x square plus 4x plus 1 whole power minus 1 by 2 into 6x plus 4 dx I can write, the first part. The second part as it is. Okay. Now observe that the first part is of the form integral f of x whole power n into f dash of x dx form. So we know that this integral is nothing but f of x whole power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So applying that formula for this part, you will have it as 1 by 3 into that will be 3x square plus 4x plus 1 whole power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Okay. Now minus that quadratic part, whatever is there, you know how to do that quadratic part, you complete that part. Okay. So that was what I was saying. The technique, in fact, even in the third one, it is the same technique. We are going to write the linear as some constant into derivative of the quadratic plus some other constant. Technique is the same. So if you already know how to evaluate these three integrals, then evaluating all the three types will be very easy. Understood? Now let us take the third one, integral linear into square root of a quadratic. Once again, I am going to take the same linear and same quadratic. Easy to explain. So it is linear 2x minus 3 into square root of the quadratic 3x square plus 4x plus 1 dx. How to evaluate this? Once again we do the same thing. We are going to write the linear as some constant into derivative of the quadratic plus some other constant. So we know that this 2x minus 3, it can be written as, already we saw that one. So again I am going to write the same thing, 1 by 3 into 6x plus 4 minus 13 by 3, that is the linear, into the quadratic under the root, we write as it is, 4x plus 1 dx. Now, like the way we have done, again I am going to write separate integrals. So when I write separate integrals, it will be 1 by 3 into integral square root of 3x square, or for fun let me write like this, 3x square plus 4x plus 1 whole power 1 by 2 into 6x plus 4, and the second part is minus 13 by 3 into integral square root of 3x square plus 4x plus 1 dx. Now this part you already know how to evaluate. It is integral square root of a quadratic. So let us see how to evaluate this part. Observe that this also actually you know. Once again you can see that it is of the form integral f of x whole power n into f dash of x dx form. And the formula is nothing but f of x whole power n plus 1 by n plus 1, like the previous one. So you simply apply that formula, we'll have it as 1 by 3 into 3x square plus 4x plus 1 whole power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 plus this minus 13 by 3 into, you know how to evaluate this quadratic, write the answer there, you got your integral. Understood? So once you are thorough with these three types, evaluating these types is nothing. All that you have to remember is one small point, that we are going to write the linear as some constant into derivative of the quadratic plus some other constant. This is how we are going to write, and after that the common sense is going to drive you to the solution. Okay, now let us see another concept, integration of trigonometric functions. It is not integrating a general trigonometric function, but some particular types of functions we are going to evaluate under the heading integration of trigonometric functions. You see, we are going to study how to evaluate trigonometric functions of the form integral 1 by a plus b cos x dx, integral 1 by a plus b sin x dx, and integral 1 by a plus b cos x plus c sin x dx, and integral a cos x plus b sin x by c cos x plus d sin x dx, and integral a cos x plus b sin x plus c by d cos x plus e sin x plus f dx. We are going to see how to evaluate integrals of this type. Once again, very simple concept. You see, to evaluate these integrals, you should know how to evaluate integral 1 by a quadratic. So I am going to take this problem and I am going to convert into a form where you already know, and there I am going to leave it. Okay, say I have to evaluate, let us look at the first two. Anyone you can take, both we are going to do in the same way. Suppose I have to evaluate integral 1 by 3 minus 5 cos x dx. Okay, it is like this only, a plus b cos x. A is 3, b is minus 5. Okay, so to evaluate this, we are going to make the substitution tan x by 2 is equal to t. Yeah, universal substitution. You know that it is called universal substitution. Anyways, this is the substitution we are going to make. Tan x by 2 is equal to t. So you differentiate. You will get secant square x by 2 into 1 by 2 into dx is equal to dt I get. Now this secant square x by 2 I will write 1 plus tan square x by 2 into 1 by 2 dx is equal to dt. Now observe that tan x by 2 is t, therefore this becomes t square, this part, it will become t square. So I will get dx is equal to 2 dt by 1 plus t square I will get. When I make tan x by 2 is equal to t, substitution, you know we have to write everything in terms of t, so differentiating and all that, this is what I am getting. Okay, so now coming to this integral, I have the given integral is equal to 1 by 3 minus 5 into, we know that cos x is nothing but 1 minus t square, 1 minus tan square x by 2 by 1 plus tan square x by 2. So using that, cos x I'll write 1 minus t square by 1 plus t square. That's from trigonometry. Cos x is equal to 1 minus tan square x by 2 by 1 plus tan square x by 2. So as tan x by 2 is t, that is what I do. And observe that dx is nothing but 2 dt by 1 plus t square. So taking LCM here, I am going to have it as numerator is 2 dt and the denominator, I take LCM, I will get 3 plus t square, 3 plus 3t square minus 5 plus 5t square, and then after taking LCM, that 1 plus t square I can cancel. So what I am getting is integral 2 dt by 8t square minus 2. So you can see that it is integral 1 by quadratic and you know how to evaluate it. So I leave it there. Understood? So I want you to observe how we converted the trigonometric function once again into an algebraic function, and that too a quadratic, 1 by quadratic here. Understood? And that is why we should be very good at quadratics. Okay? Now on the same lines, you can even do this integral 1 by a plus b sin x dx. You simply make the substitution tan x by 2 is equal to t. In fact, for this also we make the same substitution, third type, tan x by 2 is equal to t. Let us do one problem of that type, and once again when I come across 1 by a quadratic, I leave it there for you. Okay, let us see how to evaluate this integral. Say 1 by 3 plus 2 cos x minus 3 sin x dx. So once again I make the substitution tan x by 2 is equal to t. So differentiating I get secant square x by 2 into this is x, so its derivative again 1 by 2 dx is equal to dt. Or writing secant square x by 2 as 1 plus tan square x by 2 into 1 by 2 dx is equal to dt. So from this we observe we have dx is nothing but 2 dt by 1 plus t square. 2 dt by 1 plus t square. So, and we know these things. Cos x is nothing but 1 minus tan square x by 2 by 1 plus tan square x by 2. So under this substitution it turns to 1 minus t square by 1 plus t square, and we know that sin x is nothing but 2 tan x by 2 by 1 plus tan square x by 2. Therefore it is nothing but 2t by 1 plus t square. So making those substitutions, the given integral I, now it becomes integral 1 by 3 plus 2 into 1 minus t square by 1 plus t square minus 3 into 2t by 1 plus t square into dx is nothing but 2 dt by 1 plus t square. Understood? So now we take the LCM here. I am getting it as integral, the numerator is 2 dt again by, in the denominator taking LCM I have 3 plus 3t square plus 2 minus 2t square minus 6t. So once again you can see that it is nothing but integral 2 dt by t square minus 6t plus 5, a quadratic, which you already know how to do. So I leave it there for you. Understood? And now let's go to the next method. Next type. The next type is integral a cos x plus b sin x by c cos x plus d sin x. I want you to observe that there is no constant either in the numerator or in the denominator. So in such problems, when the integrand is like that, only in terms of sin x and cos x, numerator and denominator the way you have seen without constants, then what we do is, I write here one example. Say it is 2 cos x plus 5 sin x by, say, 3 cos x minus 4 sin x dx. Now how to evaluate it? Now to evaluate this one, this is the method we follow. We write the numerator as some constant into denominator plus some constant into derivative of the denominator. That is how we are going to write the numerator. Let's see that. Observe that numerator is 2 cos x plus 5 sin x. And the denominator, lambda times, denominator is 3 cos x minus 4 sin x plus mu into the denominator, derivative of the denominator, minus 3 sin x minus 4 cos x. Okay, now what we do is, we compare the corresponding coefficients on both the sides to find our values lambda and mu. So comparing the coefficients of cos x on both the sides, I have 3 lambda minus 4 mu is equal to 2. And on the right hand side, the coefficients of sin x, that is minus 4 lambda minus 3 mu. Minus 4 lambda minus 3 mu is equal to 5. So I brought that minus to the right hand side. So that is what you got there. And now you know how to solve for the values of lambda and mu. I am going to use rule of cross multiplication here for fun. I will have lambda by mu by const 1 by. Now for lambda, you know that it is 6 minus 20, that is minus 14, and for mu it is minus 15 minus 8 minus 23, and for 1 it is 9 plus 16 25. So I am getting lambda as minus 14 by 25 and mu as minus 23 by 25. So substituting these values back there, I is equal to integral numerator, it is lambda times this. Lambda is minus 14 by 25 into 3 cos x minus 4 sin x plus mu into, mu is minus 23 by 25. I am going to send this inside the bracket. So I will have it as 23 by 25 into 3 sin x plus 4 cos x by the denominator, it is 3 cos x minus 4 sin x dx. Now I write separate denominators. So when I write separate denominators, you can see that the first part is nothing but minus 14 by 25 into integral. These things, they will get cancelled. You will have integral dx first part. The second part, 23 by 25 into integral 3 sin x plus 4 cos x by 3 cos x minus 4 sin x dx. Okay, so if I keep the minus outside only and inside, if I keep that minus as it is, you can see that this is nothing but integral f dash of x by f of x dx. So you know that this integral is nothing but, it is minus 14 by 25 into x minus 23 by 25 into, this is nothing but log mod denominator 3 cos x minus 4 sin x plus c. Applying this formula here. Okay. So that is how we handle this type. Integral a cos x plus b sin x by c cos x plus d sin x. What we do is, we'll write the numerator as some constant into denominator plus some constant into derivative of the denominator. And the rest is obvious. Okay. Now coming to the last type. What we do here in the last type. You see, once again, it is like integral. I am writing one more time the same thing. It is a cos x plus b sin x plus c by d cos x plus e sin x plus f dx. So, like the previous one, this is how we are going to write. We are going to write the numerator as some constant into denominator plus some constant into derivative of the denominator plus a constant also we are going to write. That is extra here. That's all. So once you write like that, I want you to observe that it will be like integral. The numerator it will be lambda times denominator plus mu times derivative of the denominator plus k by denominator dx you get after writing numerator like that. And then we simply split this into three separate integrals by writing different separate denominators. So you can see that the first part will be integral dx, second part integral mu times derivative of the denominator by denominator dx. That means this part will be again like this one, integral f dash of x by f of x dx. So it is nothing but log of the denominator, that integral I am talking about. Plus the third one is k times integral 1 by denominator dx. Now observe that if it is only 1 by denominator, then it is like integral 1 by d cos x plus e sin x plus f. And that is what we have already discussed. We simply make the substitution tan x by 2 is equal to t in this integral. So we know how to do this part. So once you write your numerator like this, rest is all obvious. You can simply follow, simple common sense. Using simple common sense, you can simply apply the previous models that you have learned and can evaluate the integral very easily. So all that you need to observe is numerator can be written like that. This you need to remember. Okay? It's going to be very easy. Like if anybody is thinking how to find the extra constant k there, we simply compare the constants on both the sides, we will get the constant value. And the way we have seen in the previous problem, to get the values of lambda and mu, we compare the coefficients of cos x and sin x. You will get two equations, we solve them for the lambda and mu the way we have seen in the previous problem. And to get the constant, you simply compare constants on both the sides, you will get your constant.